Warning: the following show features audio performed either by professionals or under the supervision of professionals. Accordingly, Happy Hour Podcast and the producers must insist that everyone that is of drinking age attempt to recreate or reenact any audio or activity performed on this show.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to an all-new episode of Happy Hour Podcast. I'm Mike.
I'm Tabby.
And I did not sound like Christopher Walken.
I was about to say that this is the third episode in a row you would have sounded like Christopher. This would have been 4.
Wow. Welcome to an all-new episode of Happy Hour Podcast. That's terrible. So this week is an episode that we are very, very excited to do. I have been blowing the shit up out of this on Twitter because I have had such a massive woodwood to do this, and it is going to be me versus Tab facing off to see who has the better recast of 80's actors for the semi-popular, okay TV show Stranger Things. And we're joined by a very good friend of ours in the indie pod community.
Well, I hope he's a good friend of ours.
Special guest referee for this match.
I hope he likes us.
Ryan Leskis of Paign Productions. How you doing, Pally?
Hey, man. I shaved my head like Mills Lane. I got the striped shirt on. I'm ready.
You look fucking rad, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's go.
I am impartial. I'm ready to go. I'm no favorites here. There's no favorites here.
And it's funny because because Caleb wasn't able to make it on tonight's recording, he had a prior engagement, and so I thought, well,
we bounced the idea back and forth. We were like, so we did the Game of Thrones episode back in December, which was a fucking huge hit. People love the Game of Thrones, where we recasted Game of Thrones but American actors. Was like, hey, what if we did a recast of Stranger Things, but we actually had a judge on this one keep tally of which one that they thought. And
you were the first person we thought of, actually.
Well,
yeah,
I kind of had to sell it to you.
Be careful now. Oh, okay.
Well, because
not
I
really.
was like, hey, let's have Maddie on, but then you were like, Maddie's coming on next week, and I was like, wait a minute. Leskis really dropped a comment that was super fucking deep on my Facebook page.
And I didn't know that you watched Stranger Things. I guess, I don't know if you had mentioned it.
Oh, Red Pin. Red Pin, right? Yeah. Red Pin. I mean, and then I had to drop the fact that we needed a extremely good looking judge, even though our audience can't hear it.
Yeah.
And
face for radio, ladies and gentlemen. He's got the Murray mustache going on, the bald eagle himself.
I do.
His fingers are like arrows. His arms are like steel. His legs are like iron. But yeah, man, you're like the first person we thought of.
We really did
to do this with us.
We were like, we need to have him back on. It was so much fun the last 2 times that we did this.
I appreciate it, man. I watched and have rewatched the show, and this last season has been stellar.
Woo.
And I was messaging with Tabby today, that like, also, as far as the 80's go, all my siblings are about a decade older than me. So I was, about 6, 7, like in the early part of the 80's going in there. I don't want to date myself too much, but I'm a bit up there. And all my brothers and sisters are teenagers. So I never had control what was on TV, obviously, rightfully so.
Of course.
So everything from, and we had HBO and we had Skinamax. So like literally everything. It was just, if they were watching me, I was watching it. And so there's not much. I was even throwing a lot of movie references to Tabby that she's like, I don't even know what the hell this is.
I have no idea.
I would have. So, yeah. I'm a big 80's fan.
I doubt it.
What do you know?
Doubt.
What do you know about Kidco?
Oh, no shit.
What do you know about Kidco?
I've heard of Kidco.
Okay.
That's a little bit more than me.
That's a lot more.
Scott Schwartz, who famous from The Toy. Do you remember The Toy with Richard Pryor?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Robin Williams? Or no, Robin Williams wasn't in that. Yeah, he was. No. That was Quaid.
Dennis?
No. Cousin
Nobody
A.
really. Jackie Gleason was about the only other famous person in The Toy. But yeah, so he came out and they lived on a farm and they ended up turning all their manure into a lucrative fertilizer company, and the man was coming after him. And it was a movie that I've seen at least 10 times, and there's no reason any human should admit that, but here I am. So this is all in my wheelhouse, and I appreciate you guys having me on. I'm ready.
Of course. So the reason why 80's, Ryan and I talking about the 80's, I was like, okay, so do you want to know who we chose, or do you want to be surprised? Because it's like, how well do you know celebrities from the 80's? And he was like, I got this. Just fire them off, rapid fire.
I didn't want to be spoiled. I feel like I would have already had in my head right now who the winner is going into this, and I didn't want to come in with that.
I love that.
Instant reactions. I want to weigh the pros and cons in my head. Instead, I would have already been like, you know what? It's I can tell you now.
And if there is a good reaction, a good enough reaction, this will go up on YouTube. Because it seems like every time that we have a good reaction or something happens.
Are my favorite drink.
Well, we almost killed Caleb last time.
Yeah.
So he's not here.
Nope. But anyway, taking this back to last week's episode.
Yes.
What about that stupid hot dog poll?
So for those of you that listened to last week's episode, I did make a tweet.
Literally that night as we were recording.
During like as soon as we started recording.
And Caleb spouted off his hot topic.
So the Twitter poll was, is a hot dog a sandwich? And I am so sorry to those of you that said yes, because only 34% of you said yes. 66 said no.
So what is it then?
It's its own thing, I guess.
It's a hot dog on a bun.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Where is it typically listed on a menu if you go out to eat?
The kids' menu.
That's a good one.
I'm not wrong, though.
No, you're not. You're not. I mean, we went out to the Mexican restaurant last week after we got the car, and Gunnar ordered
got a hot dog,
two hot
hot
dogs.
dogs at a Mexican restaurant.
I'm on Team Sandwich. I can't lie.
I am too.
No, I mean, if that's your hill, man, fucking die on it. If that's
I'm not going to go hard for it. I'm not going hard in the paint for it. I'm just saying, meat between bread. It's listed usually under burgers and sandwiches and all like the other things. I got one for you, and I caught some shit for this one. Is chili a soup?
Is cereal a soup?
Yes. I will say yes to both.
And people say chili is not a soup, it's just chili. So I feel like it's in that same thing. Right. I'm like, it's always like, what's the soup of the day? Oh, we have, beef, vegetable, and chili. Like, it's always like listed at restaurants under soup. They're like, no, it's not broth based. And there are chili recipes with broth in it. And I went into a whole thing with it. So yeah, it's in that camp. So yeah,
it has liquid.
Definitely a soup. That's what I'm saying.
If it has liquid in it, it's a soup.
I don't think I'll give you chili, but I'm not cereal. Absolutely not.
Cereal is a soup. It's a breakfast soup.
Fucking soup. Soup isn't supposed to be crunchy.
Yeah.
If your soup is crunchy, you're not making soup right.
It's al dente.
What if you put crackers in your soup?
Exactly. Well, you coming from you,
the
person who doesn't believe beans go in chili.
It doesn't. Beans do not belong in chili.
We're about to fight right now.
When chili was invented, the original recipe for at least up to 100 years of chili being a thing did not put beans in it. Some dumbass just said, "Oh, I want to put beans in it because I have no fucking taste."
No.
So I want to shit my pants and eat fiber or fiberglass.
It's not. What the fuck?
Chili. It's
drink another.
Chalky. Anyway. So Ryan,
Why did I marry you?
we're gonna go around the room. We'll talk about that later.
Mm.
That's not on the show notes. So we're gonna go around the table, and we're gonna let our guests go first, and then you go, and I'll go last. Ryan, Vecna has captured you. What
Obviously.
song plays to help you escape?
I've given this some thought. And like at first, I was like, what's your favorite song of all time? But that's not really what the Vecna song is about. It's like, what's going to pull you out? What has meaning to you? In this situation, I would go with Lovely Day by Bill Withers.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
That song always makes me smile. And it was something with my kids that was like easy listening enough. And like when I'd walk them in the stroller, sometimes they were fussy, I'd throw that on. And like it always seemed to have a nice calming on them. And it just kind of became like a family anthem. And it holds a special spot in my heart.
Aww.
It would pull me out of almost anything, damn it. So yeah, I'm Lovely Day by Bill Withers.
I like that one. That's a good one.
Thank you. Yeah.
What about you?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, anyone who knows me knows what my song is to pull me out.
I know it. If
Blue
it's the same
Oyster
one
Cult.
you posted about, yeah.
Don't Fear the Reaper.
I took you to see it.
Exactly.
I know.
literally
I've been
saved you from
dying to
right
see
now.
them. They have come to Louisville 3 times, and the 3rd time was the charm. And I
Nice.
got to see them play the song live as tears were streaming from my face.
Oh, she cried so hard.
And just,
I
That-
teared up from watching her being that excited.
and
Oh.
I had a bad day the other day. And funny enough, my second favorite song, which is Blue Oyster Cult's Burning for You, came on.
This was yesterday.
It- Yeah. And I went into the liquor store, bought some beer because I had a podcast last night. And then I went back out to the car, put my keys in the car, turned it on, and there was Don't Fear the Reaper. Both of my favorite songs back to back that I got to hear. So Vecna has no control over me if that fucking guitar solo is playing.
I love it. I love it, man. I love that song too. And I also posted this the other day. Why didn't they have a powwow after that and make a mixtape? Because mixtapes were everything in the 80s with
Yes.
everybody's song on there. Like, in case, guys, just in case. Let's all make
Right.
it, you know. That's being a little too literal with the show. You're supposed to just
Yeah, but
just
it's a
spend
smart
belief,
move,
you know,
though.
or whatever. But right, you know, I figured that would have been a Dustin move for sure. All right, everybody, I'm making mixtapes. What's everybody's song?
That would be a Dustin thing. I will agree. That's
So do you
definitely a
think-
Dustin thing.
Do you think in the finale, if Vecna captures Dustin, they're just gonna play Neverending Story? It was so fucking cute when that happened in
Oh,
season 3.
man.
Oh, it still holds. That is my number one moment in the series. Is when
Stars.
Susie and Dustin
Yeah.
sang that song together.
That's one of my feel-good YouTube videos whenever I'm
It's-
down, dude.
It's
I'll
on
throw-
my
I'll throw
playlist.
that, yeah.
That
I'll throw
version
that
of the
one
song
on
is on my playlist.
live. I'll throw that one on live.
What's
So,
your Vecna song?
my Vecna
Yeah.
song?
I already know it.
No, you don't.
I know it's a Metallica song,
You're
isn't it?
wrong. I knew you'd look, so I put it on there to throw you off.
Okay, it's Celine Dion.
Nope, it is All I
Ooh.
Want by Stained.
Oh,
Our wedding song.
Ooh. Oh.
gross.
You're gross. You picked it.
Ah.
You are so gross. You're a woman. No,
No, actually, it's Battery by Metallica.
I knew that.
Battery. Yeah, that's my Vecna
You had
song.
bonus points and then you lost them. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I don't know what to do now.
You're wearing a Metallica t-shirt, man. Like it had to be Metallica.
And I'm wearing my metal up your ass shirt. It's the knife on the toilet
There you go.
and the glow in the dark electric chair on the back. So the next question: what was under Lucas's bed?
I said a cum sock.
I said porn.
Why can't it be both?
I mean, you can't have one without the other. If you're a coming of age teenage boy, you don't have one or the other. You have both of
The
them.
way that Dustin looked at Erica and was like, "How gross was it?" and she was like, 100%. Like your
Yeah.
brain is like, "What is that gross to Erica?"
Yeah, I mean that's what it's got to be. I think so.
You think it's porn?
I think it's porn. I don't know at what age girls really realize what a cum sock is without actually knowing what a cum sock is.
That's
you
why
know?
Erica.
It's
like,
not
oh,
that visible, really. It would just look like a normal sock, unless it was
A
Plus,
stiff
shaped.
sock.
Erica's at that age where it's boobies, gross.
Yeah.
Boys,
kid.
gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's Will's bed.
And it's the 80s, so it's probably like mags, like a stack
Yeah.
of
Oh,
mags,
yeah.
like
Playpen.
it
Hustler,
wasn't
Penthouse.
something, it's pretty obvious and glaring visual image when you stare at it. So yeah, I'm guessing it was
Yeah, I'm thinking it was.
swank. It was
So-
swank.
Oh, even better. Here we go. I just thought of this. What about his mom's Sears catalog?
Now you're dialing back, yeah. Man.
Yeah, that's
So
or
very-
the J.C. Penney.
Yes.
Fond memories, but again, from the cover alone, I don't think it would have the same reaction.
So the final question before we jump into this, should we have seen more of Eddie and Chrissy's dynamic together, relationship together
I wouldn't.
before Chrissy died? Do you think Chrissy was killed too early?
Their
should have seen-
interaction.
interaction. Sorry. Do you think we should have seen more of Chrissy and Eddie interacting? Maybe give Chrissy one more episode with Eddie and see how that would have played out before they just took her out.
I really think it would be a little bit much. They kind of left it to the viewer's imagination
Yeah.
to they had this little relationship thing back in kindergarten. That was so cute.
Mhm.
And they've both gone separate ways, but then it's that normal movie love story kind of thing.
Right.
But it was like, oh, touch points. This is cute. He's gonna give her drugs and fuck her up because she's fucked up. And then she
As
fucking
one does in the 80s.
and then she fucking flies and her eyeballs fall out and shit. And
Vecna gave her the old snap crackle pop.
but I think if they would have went further with it, I honestly personally think it would have been too far. I think they gave just enough taste to make you think.
What about you, Ryan?
I agree. I think the early deaths were like a mechanism to set up the backstory of Vecna and how he's attacking his. I think that was a little bit more important in there. And these episodes are long, but they're packing a lot into them. So I think they really just needed to get to the meat of the Vecna story and having the two victims, the two early victims, kind of
To
you
set
get
the
a
pace.
taste of them. Yeah. Just a little bit, it's like, oh, here's, just
I can
just a
relate.
taste. You're kind of getting like, okay, this little dweeby guy is kind of interesting. Oh no, it's just kind of like,
I did
okay,
that.
right. It's like, okay, so like you get enough of their personality and who they are enough to be like, okay, you're kind of into them, but maybe they're establishing something, but like you can tell from the stall scene, like she's having some serious feelings. Like they give you enough
PTSD.
of her story to kind of help propel Vecna, and I think that was more of the plot point than Eddie. Eddie was still more of his relationship with the dudes and like all that kind of stuff. So I think
Like
it would
the
have been
baseline.
I think it would have been a little bit too much filler if we'd have had like an
More.
extra 20-30 minutes of that. It would have been like, oh, where the hell's the payoff in here, man? And we don't know what's coming. I mean, we haven't announced it to the audience yet. We still haven't seen. We're literally going to dive off this podcast and hop into the part 2, but
Love you, Ryan. Bye.
Exactly.
We gotta go.
It's
Okay,
a
we'll just turn
tie.
the-
Gotta go.
We'll turn the computer at our TV so we can all watch it together.
Right.
Viewing party.
Oh,
Exactly.
we're gonna be messaging each other at the end of this. Oh my god!
Right.
Ugly cry selfies will be in full effect.
Right.
I have literally stayed off of social media today
Yeah.
just
same.
because I have heard from 3 people that there are spoilers everywhere.
Yeah, I've heard the same thing. I've only checked DMs. That's all I've really checked, but I haven't like refreshed. It's like new tweets. I'm like, nah, I'm okay for today.
Yeah.
I'm all right. there's nothing, nothing groundbreaking out there I need to check out today.
I called the song that Eddie plays. I guessed it Saturday I saw a TikTok video, and some guy like broke down like Eddie's finger placement on his fretboard on his
Oh,
guitar.
really?
And our buddy AJ at Dad's on Dayquil
He
messaged him
me while I was taking a nap. I ate some wings and took a nap while watching season 1 a couple hours ago. And I woke up to the message and he said, "Oh my God, dude." And he told me the song Eddie plays. I'm like, son of a bitch. But I was right.
Okay.
I'm not going to say the song, but
No, please don't.
I guessed right. Right.
So this week's shout out is for an amazing supporter of the indie podcast community. This shout out is called the Blue Pixie Stick.
Mm-hmm.
This shot goes to Manic Pixie.
The Manic Pixie Weirdo.
Yep. The beautiful Manic Pixie Weirdo. In this shot is cherry vodka, grape vodka, blue curacao, sweet and sour, and you shake it up in an ice shaker and serve it in a shot glass.
Did you dust your rim though? Did you dust your rim? That's not a euphemism. Did you dust your rim? Because you got to get. I took time and I got my pixie sticks out because I have children, so I made sure to dust my rim.
Of course, we've got the rim dusted.
I'm formal. I dust my rim every morning.
So
you maniac. Ridiculous.
I'm a paniac.
A paniac. Oh, the paniacs. All
right. This shot right here goes to Manic Pixie, our shout out of the week.
The Manic Pixie Weirdo.
Cheers.
Ooh. That was tart.
That was a little bit of a bite.
Oh, my tip of my tongue's burning.
I don't do vodka, so we love you enough for me to do vodka.
Yeah, for real. All right, let's get into that Bosky coffee ad.
Fucking Bosky coffee, amazing coffee. Make sure you use Bosky coffee.
It's in the ad. They'll figure it out.
Well, that's true.
Here we go.
We at Happy Hour Podcast are proud to announce that we are now sponsored by one amazing coffee company.
Bosky Coffee.
Bosky Coffee Roasters began several years ago in a small town in central New Mexico.
Born out of their love and passion for great coffee, the desire to make sure they knew where their coffee is coming from and that it is ethically sourced.
Bosky buys only the best Arabica beans, blending and roasting each small batch personally.
They only use the highest quality extracts and flavors for their flavored coffees.
They have tons of types of coffee and flavors.
Like single origin.
Premium roast like their breakfast blend and espresso.
Flavored coffees like their most popular High Mountain Piñon coffee, which uses real New Mexican piñons for an authentic Southwestern flavor.
Oh, and teas.
You can shop online at BoskyCoffeeRoasters.com. That is BOSQUE CoffeeRoasters.com.
Use promo code BoskyCoffeeHappyHour upon checkout for 10% off your purchase.
Enjoy coffee the way it should be. Simple and delicious.
So there's another plug that I want to kind of throw out there.
Okay.
A friend of ours, Jekka Staley, has created a new company called Rise Again. It's a company offering inspirational, educational, motivating, and soothing products. Just a little bit of the products include local art, clothing, and accessories, spiritual stones, and other items, children's learning items, and hobby and craft items. Rise Again was born out of a desire to help others and spread awareness of the option to change your life and your own path. Mike, where can you find her or reach out?
If you want to find any information, just reach out to Jekka at riseagain463@gmail.com. Again, that's riseagain463@gmail.com. Or you can reach her at a phone number, 812-225-7812.
Again, Jekka is such an awesome person, and we hope the absolute best for her. And
oh, for sure. Jekka's
she
awesome.
deserves absolutely everything.
And a special shout out to her just for being a big supporter of our show. We love you so much, Jekka. You're always near and dear to our hearts. And anyone listening to this, please, again, feel free to reach out to her. She's starting up an awesome business, and we really want to help her out with this because we love her so much.
Absolutely. Love you, Jack. And we're back.
All right.
I wanted to say it this time because you've said it literally every fucking time.
Yeah.
I wanted to.
All right, fine.
You
My
got
turn.
Still my
sniped.
thunder.
You got sniped.
Yeah, that's 2 weeks in a row now.
You didn't get to do the intro last week, and now you didn't get to do the intro after the ad. My turn.
I'll let you have the ad at least. But
We're
the
all
intro's
supposed to
mine.
be co-hosts.
But the intro's mine.
You can have the intro, Christopher Walken.
Wow. Okay. Stranger Things. All right. Are we ready to dive into this?
Oh, Jesus. So when I made this list,
Mhm.
I listed it from our least favorite to most favorite characters.
Okay.
No, you listed it from. This is not my order of favorite
This
characters.
this isn't my order either. The last one is not
because it's the
my
bald fucking
favorite.
eagle.
All right, we'll get there.
It's the
So-
bald eagle.
The first character, Dr. Brenner, Papa.
Yes.
Ladies first, or do you want to go first?
Ladies
He was
first.
technically an 80s actor, so that's a tough one.
Yes. So my character for Dr. Brenner or Papa is Harrison Ford.
Nice.
Thank
Ooh.
you.
Mine is Jack Nicholson.
Whoa.
Ooh. Judges?
Well, Judge.
Wow. All right. You guys definitely went hard there.
Oh, I went hard my
Yeah.
entire fucking
get-
list.
You guys
Same.
went hard in the paint here because, when I think Dr. Brenner, I mean, there's still like a there's a smarminess to him.
Yeah.
I
So, you
almost
know-
put Malcolm McDowell.
Ooh, that would have
Ooh.
been good.
Almost.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm getting a smarmy vibe, and I'm trying to figure
Malcolm
out
McDowell
between.
now would have been good.
True. Yeah, Malcolm McDowell actually could do
It's an
this.
age
He's
special.
bloomed so much in his age as an actor.
And all right. First reaction is I gotta go. Jack Nicholson. I do, because I feel he can play smarmy better. He's played the devil in The Witches of Eastwick. He definitely can play like
He was the
a
Joker.
little bit, yeah. Whereas Harrison Ford's, he's Han Solo. He's Indiana Jones. It's just I'm trying to rush through my brain maybe of a movie where he's really teetered on the opposite side, or really had a balance of good versus evil, or just even the hint of like he's not fucking Han Solo kind of
Well-
moment. And I'm struggling to find those moments. I'm not saying he's not a talented actor and could pull
What
it
about
off.
the early or the later age of Harrison Ford when he was Kylo Ren's father?
But
Han
he
Solo?
was
Well,
still
I
Han
mean, I know
Solo.
he was still Han Solo, but he had more depth to him at that point.
Yeah. He
Oh
was
yeah,
an
he's
older-
a deep actor, but he's still always the consummate Han Solo, and he basically knew he was walking out there to die, but he was still trying to save his son. It was still a very and that's past the 90 days, so we can talk about him being killed there. So, but I think you need a little bit. I'm trying to think. The only thing I could think of possibly is regarding Henry, but even then he was a sweet man. He just was a dick before he lost his memory. So
Yeah.
there's no gray in or any black in Harrison Ford's acting career. So I gotta go to Jack Nicholson on this one.
All right,
Okay.
Mike got that one.
Both
All
great
right.
choices.
Do you want to go?
Harrison Ford was a good choice, though. I
Oh.
never would have thought of that.
I agree.
Thank you.
That was good.
Thank you.
I agree.
Well,
Do
do
you
we
want-
want to take turns going first?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, so for Dr. Owens, currently played by Paul Reiser,
Of course,
Mhm.
I have cast
Paul Reiser.
Paul Reiser.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Can't
cast-
be
yeah,
beat. All
Paul
right.
Reiser. I can't see anyone else pulling that off, honestly. I really can't. It's hard. And it took me all week to come up with that, honestly.
This one was my I could not figure out this one. This
Yeah.
one was my last one.
Now,
that I
are
could
we-
not get.
Let me clarify as I'm judging these. Like, are we talking 80s Paul Reiser here? Like Mad About You
Yeah.
era?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I think Paul Reiser, he, as an actor, even early in his career in the 80s, you know, he could have stretched his wings just as good now as he did that, or just as good then as he does now.
That's true. That's true.
I believe.
Okay.
What about you?
My Dr. Owens is going to have to be Harold Ramis
Fucking A. Okay.
Yeah. that's a
because
good-
I'm an ice cold bitch like that.
Let her have it. Yeah.
yeah, that's a good
Harold
one. I'm
fucking
sorry.
Ramis.
I was
Egon-
gonna debate.
Spengler.
I was gonna debate there to make you feel a little bit better, Mike. But that one's definitely a dunk.
Oh my God, fucking Egon Spengler. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You beat me for sure. Take the point. I don't want it.
Thank you.
No, even if he had picked me to win that one, no, that's you. That's good.
Like I said, I'm an icy cold bitch
That was
on this one.
all right. Argyle.
I go first.
Mm.
Go.
Argyle.
I want to go last on this one.
Okay.
There's a
Go.
lot of stoner actors in the 80s. There's a good one. This is a good one.
Oh, I can't wait to say mine.
Keanu Reeves.
That's what I said too.
Oh, beautiful.
I said,
Yeah.
no way.
Yep,
Right.
and I
mean,
changed it.
I can picture Argyle going even now. Excellent. And then
Right?
playing the air guitar.
yeah.
Yeah.
I had to change it.
I totally also said Keanu Reeves.
The original one that I had was Charlie Sheen, and then as I'm driving home today, I was like, no,
No,
Charlie Sheen,
not
no,
lovable
I don't
enough,
see
not
him. And then I
lovable
was
enough.
like, oh my God, Keanu Reeves.
In real life, yes,
Yes.
Charlie Sheen.
But not as an actor.
In real life,
No.
yeah, Charlie Sheen.
Yeah. He doesn't have a lovable enough role to be Charlie Sheen would have. No, you guys.
That
you
was a
guys-
tie. That was a
was a
tie.
tie.
Right
So-
out of the gate, it's point tie.
Yeah.
So technically 2-2 right now.
1-1.
1-1.
Okay, if you don't want to count the tie, then
We're doing
I'm just
NFL
saying,
rules.
you guys. Okay, deal.
NFL
deal.
rules.
All right, you're up with Eddie. Eddie.
Tough one.
If we tie this
Am
one.
I going?
You go first
won't
on this
tie.
one.
We won't tie.
Okay.
Ryan will know who I'm talking about
Uh-huh.
because it's not Ted, it's Bill, Alex Winter.
Oh, okay. Got the curly hair too, and the Lost Boys effect.
Excellent.
He has a little bit of the dark arts in there.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Eddie will be played by my pick,
Okay.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Maybe.
See, Johnny
He's
Depp.
dark.
At this point,
He's
he-
mysterious at this
But
age.
he's not a stoner.
Eddie's not really. I mean, he's
Argyle.
a stoner.
Oh no, we're talking about Eddie.
Yeah, we're
We
talking
did
about
Argyle
Eddie.
already.
Eddie does have a little bit of a harder drug influence than just stoner, man. This guy's putting out some
Charlie
serious
Sheen.
shit.
Crybaby?
Charlie
Yeah.
Sheen.
Yeah.
Charlie
Yeah.
Sheen is Eddie.
So I'm thinking Crybaby, Nightmare on Elm Street doesn't really count, but that was
No.
like his first real debut there.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's a tough one.
I like
man.
Depp.
What?
My leaning here is because I think that, and this is a good one because I love Alex Winter, and I love that pick because he's also kind of
I picked Alex Winter because he's a metal influenced teenager, just like Eddie.
yeah. And again, I'm thinking Lost Boys. I'm thinking because he's also like he's not the lead in anything. Where Eddie
Yeah.
is like that
Mm-mm.
secondary kind of, character, especially as, Bill S. Preston Esquire, not the favorite. I think Ted, was like the favorite of the two, even though it's Bill and Ted. But again, I feel like the charisma factor, that's Depp for days. And I got to go Depp here. I'm sorry, man.
No,
And
that's a
and
good
it's-
choice.
And inspired to, I'm going to apologize to whoever doesn't get it every time. So it's not a
No,
personal, but
none.
that was definitely a tough call. And I love the Winter pick, dude. I wanted to do it just on that alone, but I
Thank
feel like the charisma that Eddie's putting out this season, I don't know if Winter could pull it off. I feel like he knows his role
I
in the
got it.
cast, but I don't know if he could shine as well as Eddie has
Yeah.
in this season.
Exactly.
It would be cool to like watch Stranger Things and fucking Bill and Ted is in there. Like,
Oh,
together,
yeah.
though. That would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
All
that
right. So
would be-
next up is Robin, and I am going first.
Go for it.
Mm.
Now, I will say right now that the female characters were super fucking hard to choose.
Mm-hmm.
And for my Robin, because she is one of my favorite characters on Stranger Things, I
You
I-
vibe with her.
super vibe with fucking Robin because I'm
You-
Robin.
In real life, you and Robin would be best friends.
Yeah, probably. Or we would be enemies because we are the same person.
Yeah. You
So
get it, yeah.
it's a thin line.
You and Nancy would be
Frenemies.
best friends.
Frenemy.
Frenemies. I like that.
Yeah.
My Robin is Joan Cusack.
Okay.
Okay. All right,
She
all
has the
right.
comedy aspect. She has the dramatical aspect.
Yeah. Well, my
Alright.
Robin is Phoebe Cates from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Bow. That her. Red bikini.
I was about to say, yeah. You're hitting me in my
Ryan
sweet
knows
spot here.
exactly
Don't
fucking-
don't do that just because you don't try to butter me up. That was like handing me a
But no,
I'm-
Phoebe Cates is my Robin.
all right. Ooh, this is a tough one.
She somewhat played that style of a role in Fast Times.
Somewhat.
She was the lead
Ooh,
chick.
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
She was the lead
a lot
girl.
more sexually forward, a lot more, she was like a lot cooler, because that's the one Stacy like looked on for advice, and she was definitely more of an alpha female.
Yeah.
I'm gonna plead
Um,
my case because Joan Cusack is also kind of funny and she has the dry humor that Robin has.
And she loves Fleetwood Mac.
Who doesn't?
Right. But in the 80s, she was still like the girl with the headgear on and
Yeah.
16 candles, and I'm trying to think of like the roles at the time. She matured more into that actress post 80s, in my opinion. So I'm trying to picture the era here than the whole body of work, So like at that time, I feel like she was still finding her voice. Both of them were criminally, underused in the 80s. I will say that.
They
Phoebe
were.
Cates should have been a star. I'm gonna say just based on, again, going back to charisma factor, because I feel like Robin oozes charisma from like day one. I'm giving it to Phoebe Cates here. Sorry.
No, none taken.
Like I said, I'm gonna apologize every
I know
time.
you are. All right, next up is Jonathan.
Oh man,
You got this one.
This was a hard one for me.
It was.
It really was a hard one. for
Mine
me.
too.
As far as the males go, this was in the top 3 of the hardest for me. But
I had to change my choice like 20 minutes before we came on.
I didn't change mine. I had to really dig for this one, but I at the end it came down to Anthony Michael Hall
Okay.
as Jonathan.
Okay. Huge star in the 80s.
Yeah, one of the biggest names of the 80s.
Right. Yeah. Recently came back in Halloween.
Halloween, which was terrible.
Halloween Kills.
I was
It's
about to say
Funny.
it depends on where you come at it from. If you want like a horror John Wick, I enjoyed the carnage of it. But
Yeah.
if you want to continue the storyline and
Mhm.
grade it as the quality of a movie, then yeah, it wasn't very good.
Evil Dice Tonight.
But I will
Even-
take a high body count anytime.
Who did you have for Jonathan?
Jonathan is, I think the actor could play this character amazingly. Josh Brolin.
Ooh, Brand. Yeah, I'm a soft
He
spot
is meaty,
for the
he
Goonies.
is dumb.
So like,
He could
Man.
play the dumb character very well.
Brolin. The only thing from the 80s I saw him in was the Goonies, and he was a meathead.
That's what I'm saying. Jonathan is not a meathead. He is a
He's
nerd,
a quirky photographer.
but he's dumb.
but we
Jonathan?
also, the thing about Jonathan, you have to remember though, we also have to believe that he stole Nancy, not stole per se, but wooed Nancy.
Yes, he did.
Wooed her. I wouldn't
Wooed.
say like then like he
He
ultimately
wooed her with his
took her from
personality,
right. So that's what I'm
and
saying.
it
That
wasn't his
kinda-
looks. So
Like,
Right,
clearly,
right,
He
right.
looks like a cat with a toupee.
yeah, Josh Brolin is not good looking.
No, I'm talking about the actor that plays Jonathan.
Oh,
Looks like a cat.
Yeah.
Josh.
Yeah, he's a tough sell, man. But you know,
Josh Brolin is fucking handsome
Okay.
as shit.
he's super handsome. That's what I'm saying.
Josh Brolin is even now. He's a silk
Who?
rock.
Josh
Brolin.
What's that? Outer Range? Have you watched Outer Range?
no.
Cable and
Oh,
Deadpool
yeah.
2.
Check that out sometime. It's on.
I'm writing
on
that down.
Prime, on Prime. It's like kind of a sci-fi Lost
On it.
meets The Ranch kind of thing. It's cool.
Ooh, so he's a sci-fi Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Kind of, yeah. Kind of,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm on it.
Oh yeah, he definitely zaddy vibes in there, man. Brolin's got it, but
the fact that you just said daddy vibes.
no, definitely,
Oh.
100%. He's all, like cowboyed up, dude, shirtless at times, herding
Yes.
cattle, salt
Yep.
and pepper, but like,
Josh Brolin
The
makes women
patriarch.
swoon.
yeah, he really does.
Josh
really
Brolin
does.
makes women swoon for sure.
And in that aspect, I think you got to change his hair a little bit, but I'm going Anthony Michael Hall, sorry. Because, again, kind of that 16 Candles vibe where like he wasn't going to end up with Molly Ringwald, but he ends up winning over like the prom queen by the end of the movie, through his like genuineness and who he is, and he doesn't really change himself, so I'm going Hall.
So up next is Billy.
Which is mine. I
And-
will go first.
Okay, go for it.
My Billy, and this one was also another hard one for me, but I'm going with just based on the persona,
Don't say it. Don't say
Rob
it.
Lowe.
Same.
Is it really?
Oh,
I
Shit.
actually changed it today.
Did you?
My original choice was Judd Nelson, but if you look at Rob Lowe in St. Elmo's
I was
Fire,
gonna say,
look
I
at
almost
Rob
was
Lowe
gonna
in
give it
St.
to
Elmo's
her.
Fire. Look at, he's got the cross earring, he's got the curly mullet,
Yeah,
muscles, sweaty all the time,
Oh yeah.
badass
Oh yeah.
outside of the saxophone.
And he could actually like walk down the street, and all the moms would like run out of their front door just to see him walk down the street.
But if you look at Rob Lowe in the 80s, and
I would
Oh,
go
yeah.
to the pool. I'd go to the pool.
No, listen,
Yeah.
if you look at Rob Lowe in St. Elmo's Fire
Yes.
and
Mhm.
Billy in season 3
Oh yeah.
or 2, same fucking person.
It is.
Same fucking person.
There's two
I'm not
ties.
kidding.
I literally
mean-
almost crowned her without even hearing you. I was
But
literally gonna be like, you don't even have to answer, Mike. That's it, dude. Because like, yeah, St. Elmo's
It's Rob Lowe.
Fire. He was a prick in that one too.
But
like
you've,
he had
you've
that
seen
prick that
St.
he could
Elmo's
play-
Fire, right?
Oh, many times.
Tell me, Billy.
Especially when he gets his head dunked in and comes out,
Yeah.
he's like, I guess glad the wet look's still in. Like he still doesn't have any humility. He's still
No.
a prick, dude.
Rob Lowe is Billy 110%. I had Judd Nelson just because of Bender and Breakfast Club,
Right.
but then I really like had to think.
Yeah.
But yeah, Billy is Rob Lowe 110%.
We got
Yeah.
that's number
Double
two.
tie. That's
Oh,
double tie.
shit. You have Erica.
Okay, this was my last pick.
I know.
I actually an hour ago is when I wrote this down, and I am going. And she was a TV star, not a movie star,
Mine too.
but a lot of people know her as Vanessa Huxtable. I went with Tempest Bledsoe.
Okay.
Vanessa Huxtable.
I have another Huxtable.
Mhm.
I do too, but I'm not gonna say. Maybe
I
do
have
because
another Huxtable. It's Keisha Knight Pullum.
Oh, nice. The
Yeah.
sister. Fucking hell.
That's where I'm going there, just based on I'm giving that one to Tabby based on age and attitude.
Yeah.
Vanessa was kind of more of a brooding teenager type, she wasn't really as sassy.
She wasn't
and had
mouthy.
Kinda,
Yeah.
yeah. That one's
Yeah.
that. Sorry.
No,
But we dug into the
I'm
Huxtable.
gonna say it
family.
every time. I'm gonna say it every time. Sorry.
no, you're good.
I did not see that coming. That was good.
Thank
I'm
you.
impressed.
Thank you.
I'm impressed for real.
So next one is Max.
That's
This one is a huge one. And I immediately was like, this character is going to be played by this actress, Molly Ringwald.
I have chosen for Max Danica McKellar.
Oh, interesting. Wow.
80s heart fucking throb. Danica McKellar, The Wonder Years.
Oh yeah.
Mm,
Winnie Cooper, baby.
Winnie fucking Cooper. What a babe.
she's a babe, but at the same time, though, is that she doesn't have the attitude. She's a sweet, innocent girl. As
Yeah.
where Molly
Did you watch The
Ringwald
Wonder
had,
Years?
I
There was
not
a lot
a
of
lot.
episodes towards the end of the run of The Wonder Years.
I just based it off of Molly Ringwald as she's
Redhead.
the angsty teenage redheaded girl, but who also has attitude
But
behind
Molly
her.
Ringwald is also
I
Daddy's
feel like
Girl
we're pleading our
Princess.
case in front of the judge.
Right? Yeah, I love it, dude. Yeah.
You gotta remember,
Bring your
Molly
bring your
Ringwald's
evidence.
character
Bring all
is
your evidence.
always Daddy's Princess.
Yeah, but
Spoiled
behind
rich
his
brat.
back.
Behind his back, maybe. Max is a skater chick. She's
Yeah.
a dirty tomboy. Molly Ringwald has never played a dirty tomboy.
Judges or
On that
judge.
on that aspect, yes. I mean, I see that end of it, but then again, going back to 16 Candles, the person whose parents forgot their birthday and is neglected by their parents quite a bit.
Mhm.
There is a little bit of shine. Ringwald was kind of America's sweetheart. It's an inspired pick, and I am going Danica McKellar on this. That one I did not see that one coming, and I dig it. That's a good pick.
That
That's a
that
really
was
good
my
pick.
next to last choice on this whole
You-
list. That was a today pick too.
You're gonna have to ginger her up a little bit, but yeah.
Okay. Lucas, that's your
Lucas?
pick.
I'm gonna hit the ground running with this with my boy Theo Huxtable, Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Mine too. Mine too.
I almost went for I can't remember his name, but he was Eddie on Family Matters. Eddie
Oh.
Winslow.
I
Eddie
was gonna pick.
Winslow?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna pick Jaleel
Almost.
White.
But I figured Eddie Winslow was too tall to pull off a Lucas.
I almost
So,
picked Jaleel White.
what? Yeah, Urkel. Yeah,
Yep,
I could see
I
that
almost, but
Right.
he's more comical and he wouldn't have the theatrical side of it. So that's
What
why I
about
went
when he
with
was Stephen Urkel though?
that. Ooh, Urkel.
Or Stefan Urkel? What was his
Stefan
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 Urkel.
Urkel,
Yeah.
when he
Stefan
changed
Urkel.
personalities?
I liked Jaleel White when he played Bruce Lee though.
I really think that we have more like
ties.
ties.
I
It's
wasn't
gonna be
expecting
ties.
this. So that's 3 ties.
Yep.
Well, I'll let you go first with Will.
Will.
This
Will
is a tough
Byers, the star of the show,
My
the
will.
leading man.
My will is gonna be Will Wheaton.
Nice. That's nice.
I think Will
I'm
Wheaton would have
impressed with
played that.
pick. Yeah, I'm impressed.
You
I
better
chose-
you better come hard on this one, Mike. That
I
one's
chose-
pretty good.
That's what she said.
It's title of your sex tape. Okay, real quick. Title of your sex tape is officially replacing. That's what she said.
Okay, I have to remember that.
No, I chose Elliot
Henry Thomas.
Henry fucking Thomas.
Ooh, good one.
That boy, that was his feature film anything
Yeah.
debut, and he went all. He did not have to go that hard, but he did.
Ooh.
Henry fucking Thomas.
If I was the judge, that would be really hard.
But
Yeah,
what
it
does the judge say? Who did you pick? Will Wheaton,
Will
Wesley-
Wheaton.
Wesley Crusher, or Elliot?
Oh man, you think about Will Wheaton's character from Stand By Me though, and there's a lot of
Yeah, I didn't
mirrored
think of that.
images here. A lot of mirror images here about playing that role.
Will Wheaton knocked it out of the park and Stand By Me.
Yeah, I'm going there. Sorry.
You type Will Wheaton? Okay. Will
Will
Wheaton. it
Wheaton.
is.
Yes.
All right. Well then,
You have
Plus, he
next up.
kinda already had kind of the bowl cut going anyway. So
He-
the
yeah,
wardrobe
he
wouldn't have much time to mess.
with the
No
little
fake
Christmas
wig.
haircut, we all had
Mhm.
that ball haircut in the '90s. Though. I
Yeah,
had
we
that
did.
Shit.
Yeah, I even had it.
That haircut stood the test of time for sure. So for Mike Wheeler, I
Ooh.
chose my dude Corey Feldman.
I might have to
I'm
give you
I'm
this one
waiting before
because
reacting. You guys
Please
look
tell
for a
me you didn't
reaction.
say-
I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm waiting.
I'm hoping she says Corey Haim.
I actually said Henry Thomas for this one.
Did you? Okay.
I think he has a
Feldman versus Haim.
yeah.
No, Feldman
Feldman
versus Thomas.
Thomas.
Not
I
Corey
think he has that look, and he
Lawford.
has the acting ability to play Mike, which honestly in the TV show, Mike has a lot of emotions that he has to play, as I love you, I care about you, you're my best friend, I love her, like the teenage angst, which Henry Thomas really had in E.T.
Well, remember Corey Feldman's quarter scene in the well at Goonies. This one right here. This was my wish, and I'm taking it back.
Maybe I just have something against Corey.
But then he's
just-
taking them all back though too. He's
I'm
all
taking them all. You just
I
hate Corey.
almost
She hates Corey
chose.
Feldman so
I
much.
really hate him. He
big
ruined
Corey-
one of my movies.
I'm
Thank
a
you.
big Corey Feldman fan.
He
I
ruined
am
one of the
too.
movies.
I'm a big fan. Even
am too.
today,
I
at his
almost
knockoff-
chose Corey Feldman, but then I was like, ugh.
Plus, you can't have an '80s movie where Corey Feldman isn't in the
Fuck Corey
starring list.
Feldman. I hate Corey Feldman, but go ahead.
Corey fucking Feldman. No, it's your turn.
No, he has to
I-
choose.
I do love Corey Feldman, but the problem is Corey Feldman does have too much of an edge. From Mouth and the Goonies, from The Burbs, from pretty much every movie he's always a lot cooler.
The
Donatello.
bad boy.
Where
Donatello.
where Thomas has more of that frailty and like, you know, not weakness per se, but I mean you look at Mike and he, you know, he's a frail kid, he's finding his way. I feel like Feldman the first second he steps on, you know, one of the Frog Brothers, man. I mean, from Lost Boys once again. I mean, he's just always had that like dominant personality. Like it would be tough for him to scale that back, and I don't know. Going Henry Thomas on this one.
Okay,
Sorry.
Henry, it is. No. Stop apologizing.
No, he's
I'm
going to do it every
I'm
time.
gonna say it every time.
Oh, my baby. This is my baby.
It's a drinking game. Every time Ryan apologizes, take a drink.
Oh, God.
That's what we're going for. Sorry.
All right, my guy Dustin.
My baby.
My
beautiful
honorary-
boy.
He doesn't know it, but he is my son.
We're raising Gunner to be Dustin.
You
No,
go- I went with Mike, so you go Dustin.
I know.
Go.
I'm pretty sure we have the same answer on this one, which is Sean Astin.
Yeah, Sean Astin.
Okay. Well done.
Mike from the Goonies, not Mike from Stranger Things.
I think Sean Astin could play Dustin so fucking well because he practically was Dustin.
I could see I could see Dustin doing the Frodo speech.
You know what's funny is when I'm picturing these characters, I'm picturing them as if the movies that they are in now, like reversing them. Gatton was in
Yeah,
the Goonies. He would totally
he would be Mike.
he would totally be Mike.
Oh, 100%.
They would cast him first if they did a remake or you know, well, they couldn't do a remake because he's too old now. But
So I guess we both agree that Dustin would be played by Bob Newby, superhero.
Yes.
Aw,
Rest in peace.
Oh,
rest in
God.
peace.
No, rest in power, King.
Exactly. Love
Rest
that
in-
guy.
Rest in power,
Dude.
King. All right. My girl, Nancy Wheeler.
Oh shit! Hold on, let me finish my drink on this
Oh,
one.
My girl.
Ooh,
This
is the
one
big
took
one.
me
This
a
is the
while.
big one.
This
This
ooh,
one's a big
they
one.
get bigger as we go down the list. But man,
Yeah.
this one took
Well,
me a
you
minute.
already said her name.
Mhm.
It's Molly Ringwald.
Mm.
Okay.
Because
She does have the gravitas. All right, go.
Yeah.
Go. Sell
What
it.
about
Bring
you?
your evidence to the court, sir.
why I chose Molly
Yeah.
Ringwald,
Present your case.
she has that leading lady essence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nancy Wheeler is 110% leading lady all day. I'll die on that hill.
Okay.
And in the 80s, Molly Ringwald was that girl.
Okay.
She was, and Nancy Wheeler is in school. She's the popular girl. She's the it
Yeah.
girl. Everyone wants to be friends with her.
Uh-huh.
All the girls want to be friends with her
Uh-huh.
or fight her,
Okay.
and all the guys want to date her.
My pick,
Go for it.
Jennifer Grey.
My sister,
Ooh,
Jennifer Grey from Dirty Dancing.
Jennifer Grey, in
Baby.
Dirty Dancing was fucking
baby.
and nobody puts baby in the corner.
I mean, I think she could carry it.
Plus, in Dirty Dancing, Jennifer Grey was a fucking babe. Hot
yeah.
shit.
Absolutely. That
I hate that. I hate that my sister's name is Jennifer Grey. That
would
so fucking
that
sick.
would be troubling.
Jennifer Grey's
That's
so
something
hot.
to
Dude,
bring
that's
your
sister.
therapist.
Yeah, right. Crush on your sister? Not that one, you idiot. No, the one from Dirty Dancing with Patrick Swayze. No, I like Jennifer Grey. That's a good pick. What's say
That's a good
Judge?
one, and I feel like the looks line up a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
Jennifer Grey. I feel there is a definite resemblance there, so that I can picture it a lot easier. Oh man, this is a really tough one. I think this might be.
Oh, it's gonna get tough. It's gonna get tough.
I know, but this one I think is one of my toughest decisions yet. It's definitely my tightest decision. No, my toughest decision yet. Oh man, star power.
Molly Ringwald or Jennifer Grey.
I know. This one's a because the star power of Ringwald, when you're going to cast something like this, like how much the star of the show is Nancy Wheeler, you know?
Well, as of right now, she is not much of a star.
No, she's
but
like,
in season 4, she is like super fucking star.
Well, as of right now, yeah, season 4, she is like
she's
carrying.
I mean,
as far as all the females go.
Yeah,
as far as all the females go. Sorry.
Jesus Christ!
We're talking all over each other. We're talking each other.
All right,
you know.
Ryan, you go first.
You go.
You say
no. You go.
Okay.
No, you go.
Okay.
No, you go.
No. As far as all the females on the show, Nancy Wheeler needs to go to a chiropractor because she's carrying them all on her back. She's even Robin is even secondary to Nancy. Robin. If Robin is secondary to you, you're running the shit. You're running the shit.
Yeah.
Molly Ringwald in the 80s ran the shit. She was the it girl.
I feel like, like especially when it starts off, it's more her story, whereas like now I feel like it's, you know, we can get into like the whole who's really the main character these days. But I feel like when it started off, the whole Nancy thing and the relationship with Steve and the other kids were like the tag along little brothers and kind of came along. It was kind of the Nancy story out of the chute, and the romances that go with. Yeah, I'm giving it Molly Ringwald.
Damn it!
3, 2, 1.
Stone Cold
Sorry.
Steve Austin was a girl, it would be Nancy Wheeler. Yeah, well, Nancy Wheeler's a babe, so whatever. I'm not gonna fight you,
Steve. This one is mine.
Steve the Hair Harrington.
Oh,
say his name right or don't say it.
My beautiful
Steve
Not
the Hair
only on
Harrington.
top, but on the chest, as we saw him recently. You know, when they're taking him up, the man's got the full treasure trail going.
And it took him. He took him a long time to get that.
He's a man now. He's not a boy. He is all man now.
Ugh. So my Steve, and this is very, very strange pick, but it took me a little bit to figure it out.
I feel like we're gonna have the same again.
I don't think we will, but my Steve is Brad Pitt.
Oh,
wow!
Okay.
Wow!
If you look at him back in the 80s,
that came way out of left field.
That's fucking Steve Harrington right there.
Cue the music.
Yeah.
I said Emilio Estevez.
Oh, yeah. Emilio doesn't have it, dude. Sorry, that's Brad Pitt.
No, Brad.
I'm not saying it.
I forfeit it. No, Brad Pitt. 100%.
Yeah, and Brad Pitt might be overdoing it a little bit, in my opinion. So I was willing to listen to counter argument, but Estevez didn't have. He was too big from like
I never would have thought of Brad Pitt because to me he was always like
late 80s, early 90s.
Not the 80s at all. The 90s.
He got his start in the early 80s.
Oh, I know.
So he would be the same age as Steve.
Yeah, I never thought of that. That's good. I forfeit my point on that one. Yeah, take it. It's yours. It belongs to you.
Thank you.
No,
Thank you. My handsome fucking man.
The big man himself, Sheriff fucking Jim Hopper.
Here we
go. I chose.
I'm literally pregnant right now just because you said his name.
Jim Hopper or David Harbour?
Either one. I don't care.
Shitty Hellboy movie. I chose my guy, star of John Carpenter's The Thing, Kurt fucking Russell.
Ooh, shots fired. I love some Big Trouble in Little China, man.
Yeah.
Return
fucking Russell.
Return fucking shot.
Okay. I might matrix you.
Tom Selleck.
No.
Okay.
You got to
He
go
had
for the
the
badass factor.
He was a fucking badass.
Did you ever
The
watch
Thing.
Magnum PI, sir?
The
Did you
Thing.
ever watch? I mean, he was.
He had the
everything.
mustache. He was king of mustache rides.
The Thing.
Feel like you both went too good looking on me. I was kind of waiting for one of you guys to take the edge off a little bit. Harvard's rough around the edges, you know.
Ooh,
Tom-
this one is definite hard.
Tom Selleck, that is a good pick though, for real.
Name of
That's
your
good.
sex tape.
No.
I said this one is a little bit hard, and you said that
Oh.
name of your sex.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't hear that part. I just said that's a good pick.
Oh man! All right, both of these men are.
All right, work it out. Work it out.
They're extremely handsome. That's where I'm kind of.
gonna-
I was expecting a little shine off the nickel here, but you guys gave me two ruggedly handsome men here. All right, going into.
Do I need to send you a picture of Tom Selleck? Like,
Oh no, I have it emblazed, and I still watch PI reruns. You know, I admit that guy appointment viewing for me. There were no kids listening at home. There was no DVR. There
no.
was no. If you could maybe figure out what channel it was on and how to set a timer on your fucking
Hell,
VHS, you might
There was
be able
barely
to do that.
VCR.
Yeah, exactly, man.
There was
If you missed a show, you missed that damn
Yeah.
thing. So you watched Magnum PI when it was on. Even
DVR
if
was
you
talking
had
about it the
to
next
barely.
day. At school.
Exactly. So
Your
I
DVR
know.
was talking about it.
I can't think of many more appointment television viewings than Mr. Magnum PI.
If it was the 70s, I would have said Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, that would have been a lock.
Burt Reynolds would have been Hopper in the 70s.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
There's either-
Yeah, but we're talking about the 80s.
no, I know. I'm just saying.
But,
if
yeah.
in the 70s, it would have been Burt Reynolds, 100%.
Oh yeah.
These are both fantastic. I'm going Selleck because of the calm cool of him.
Yeah. that makes sense.
Whereas Russell is a little bit more not brash, you know, like he has more of like one-liners, more cockiness, more where Hopper is more of that calm, cool, less assuming, but still like, you know, a man's man, like gets things done. Like I feel that Selleck could lean in that role a little bit more.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Joyce Buyers.
Oh.
Is it your turn?
No, I
It's
do
mine?
believe it is. No, it is my turn.
Go. You got Joyce.
Ooh, Joyce Buyers.
Actually-
Joyce.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, it's my turn.
You can go first with 11 because I want to go first on Murray.
Okay.
'Cause he's my homeboy.
Well, then I'll go first on both of these.
Go for it.
Joyce Buyers for me is gonna have to be Sigourney Weaver,
Nice.
just because she has that range.
Mm-hmm.
She has the range of, oh, I love you. You're such a beautiful child.
But
to
Do you think
my child's in the upside down.
But do you think also Sigourney Weaver could play that
Yeah.
crouch in the corner, scared, petrified?
Look at fucking
wrong?
Alien.
She was not. No.
At the beginning of it, she was. Towards the end of it, she said, I have to grow a dick and
And
I have
no.
to be a badass.
And Ghostbusters 2,
Yeah.
I'll give you that. But an Alien, no.
She was not a main character in Alien.
She was John fucking Rambo in all the Alien movies.
She was not at the beginning of Alien. She was a sub character at the beginning, but halfway through, she had to grow a fucking penis.
Well, I chose Gina Davis
Ooh.
Mm.
Okay.
because
Man, you guys both went a little hard here. I was
Because
expecting
Gina
a little
fucking
more
Davis.
meekness.
Oh, I'm telling you, the last 5 are fucking hard.
Gina Davis is my mom in TV.
That's true.
Gina Davis is my mom. She is my
Both
mother.
of these are a little bit like, I feel like, you know, the claws come out when need be, but she's not really an overly aggressive character on Stranger Things. You know, she's not. You kind of picked a couple alpha females here, in my opinion, and this is
But
tough.
Joyce Byers can be that alpha if
She
if she
can
has
be.
to be. She can be, because when you
She
piss
can
off
be.
Mama Bear, you pissed off Mama Bear.
Oh, absolutely, she can be, but she's not that persona. Like you, both of the ones you picked, like have like I don't even wear sleeveless shirts around them. They both have guns, man. Like they are alpha females. You guys picked some strong female actors here. Ooh, man. So now I need to break it down, like who I feel can balance that Yeah, I just coming from the horror genre, I'm gonna lean Weaver here.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So I guess 11 is my.
You got 11.
I
10.
really think 11 is the same. We have the same answer as Winona Ryder.
No, I have Ali Sheedy.
Oh,
I chose Winona Ryder, and you
Because-
chose Ali Sheedy.
Because, well, if you look at Ali Sheedy in The Breakfast Club, she's kind of in the back. She's
Mhm.
quiet. She's timid.
So is Winona Ryder. Beetlejuice.
Yeah, but she's-
Heathers.
yeah, well, I've never seen the Heathers.
oh.
I don't think I have.
I
Wait,
won't hold
yeah, I
that
have.
against you. I won't hold that
Yeah, I
against
have.
you.
I take that back. I have
Okay.
one time. It was a long
Okay.
fucking time ago. I was probably Gunner's age when I saw it. But Ali Sheedy
I
to
just
me
sound goofy.
is she's not really outspoken. 11 is not really an outspoken character, and not in the fact that she really can't put words together the right way.
Right.
But I could also see 11 putting Apple Jacks on her sandwich with mayonnaise and crunching it down and
So I should play 11.
sprinkling
No.
dandruff on her arm.
I will say I was 100% in Mike's camp, and then the Beetlejuice reference point came out, which I was also thinking about well too, and I'm picturing that face there. But again, going back to the disconnected from reality vibe, like the whole part of 11 just learning how to human, I'm tilting it back into the Ali Sheedy camp, and Mike's going to take this one.
Okay.
All right.
Murray.
The bald eagle.
I put Murray
My-
because I know that is literally everybody's favorite right now because of
No.
this season.
Murray is my hero.
I
I
know.
aspire when I get that age, I hope that I can be half the man that Murray is.
Okay.
He is the GOAT.
You already have it because you have hair.
No, but my fingers are not like arrows.
I can attest to this.
Murray's not afraid to beat the shit out
Whoa.
of communists with guns. I would be. Hey,
Okay.
wait, I heard that.
He just got there.
30 seconds later.
Oh, sorry, I had a Jace moment. No. For Murray, I chose Mel Gibson.
Whoa.
Oh, God, you came in hard. That's
1-2 punch.
okay.
1-2 body shot.
I am rebuttaling with Bill Murray as Murray.
Bill the Murray.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, you went a little too hard on this one, Mike. Yeah.
Bill Murray.
is Murray.
Okay.
Bill Murray is Murray, yeah. He's got a little bit more vulnerability, but can step up.
And
thinking
he's
like
funny.
Watered down
Quick-
vodka.
Quick Change, you know, the movie Quick Change.
Yeah.
Like he can step up and kind of at the moment, but like Mel Gibson in the 80s was like oozing.
Mel
machismo.
Gibson,
like
I
I
feel
mean,
like-
the guy like was sex on a platter, dude. Like everybody wanted to. Like I don't think he could tone it down enough to be Murray, man. I just don't.
I almost feel like I should have put Mel Gibson as Hopper.
I was thinking that of Bruce Willis, honestly.
Oh shit, Bruce Willis
With the
is
ball,
Hopper.
with the bald Hopper this season, man. Like, yeah.
But it's Die Hard.
I know.
I could see Jim Hopper, going up against Hans McGruber
Yeah.
in not a Christmas movie.
Taking the beating, always taking the beating. Like how many beatings has Bruce Willis has taken over his
Of course.
every movie? He's always bleeding and his wife beater's always dirty. Like that's just like a prerequisite for him selecting roles. But in this one, I don't think you can dial back Mel Gibson enough to be Murray, dude. I just don't. I can't see it. Where I think you can. I think that Bill Murray could flex up. We're talking 80s Bill Murray, like Carl the Greenskeeper. He was a little bit more in shape. I think everybody's kind of
Stripes.
the listeners at home
Yeah.
thinking of more nowadays, kind of a little bit flubbier Bill Murray. Like he was in shape as Carl the Greenskeeper, and like kind of had the wispy hair and kind of awkward looking, but like quick witted. And yeah, I gotta go there.
Well, thank you.
Okay. Well,
So final tally then. Minus the four characters
ties.
that we chose the same,
okay.
which is a happy hour podcast first.
Yeah.
Because I think with Game of Thrones we only had
We weren't
Two
competing with Game
or
of
three.
Thrones.
we weren't really.
We had a couple ties though,
We
but it
had
wasn't.
ties.
I think we had like one or
There
two.
were 4 ties. So
Yeah.
Argyle was Keanu Reeves, Billy was Rob Lowe, Lucas was Malcolm Jamal Warner, and Dustin was Sean Astin.
Mhm.
And taking them out of the final, Mike, you had 6 that won, according to our judge, and I had 9.
6 to 9.
6 to 9.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Nice.
We should have had an extra punishment shot for that one.
Punishment shot.
Oh, here we go. You can finish up the rest of this.
I'll do. You know what? I'll do a swig of.
Do the worst alcohol we have behind us. It's going to
I
be
love
the
that
Johnny
disclaimer.
Walker. The Johnny Walker is the worst because we've had it in our kitchen for 5 years.
This is Caleb's Johnny Walker. Game of Thrones White Walker by Johnny Walker.
Oh, that's that bad, man. That can-
Do it.
It's pure. It's Scotch. It's delicious. I love Scotch. This is not punishment for me. This is a win.
That's
can't be
gross.
bad. Now, if you'd have
Yeah.
poured that in the remainder of the Pixie shot, that might have
That's a punishment.
Yeah.
Because it's got that sticky blue in it. But no.
So, do we have any predictions for
Yeah,
what's
none of
going to
us-
happen
None of
since
us
we
have
don't
seen the
know
final
what's
2
going to
acts,
happen?
So let's throw down some predictions real quick.
Really quickly.
Let's let our guest go first. Who dies tonight, Ryan?
I'm sorry to say Eddie is a one season wonder. I think he's pretty much done. He filled his piece, and he's met his maker. I think that little guitar solo we saw on the
In the trailer?
in the trailer, yeah, I think that's going to be how he goes out, saving a lot of people, doing his thing. I think Eddie is done.
If Eddie dies, would that, as a fan of the show and a fan of Eddie, would it break your heart to see Eddie pass on? And do you have hopes that he will actually continue on to season 5?
I think, like we saw with Sean Astin, like they introduce us with these really like these characters that really kind of take you in and make you involved, and then take them right away from you without like really affecting the main cast. I feel like we're gonna get some main cast loss, but I feel like this is the one that will strike people enough without having to rip too deep into the core cast. So I think it'd be cool if he kept on, but I feel like he would have to do it, unfortunately, like taking over for somebody like Steve. Like it would have to be like a switch where like he's taking over this role now, and I'm not ready to go there with it. So I don't want to see like that kind of a transition here. So as much as I like him in his debut here and how he's really clicked and found his role, like, stay away from Steve. So I think Eddie's in there. And I'm going to say, I think Will has served his purpose as a character. And
That's what I said too.
his time in the Upside Down is going to come back up some way, shape, or form. And I think he's going to say goodbye. And then the painting will come up later on that he's never actually shown. And it'll somehow either be a real tear-jerking moment or something along that line that, what do they call it? Chekhov's gun. The Chekhov's painting is going to come into play sometime tonight. So I think those are 2 of the ones I feel confident about. The rest would just be like pure speculation. Well, all this is pure speculation, but I feel those 2 are done.
I think that they threw Eddie in to draw audiences in to where he's like, oh, this is Eddie. He's such a sweet guy. He's such a cool guy. They're going to kill Eddie off. I think Will he's still attached to the Upside Down, which makes him vulnerable. And I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. But I think Lucas is going to die to save Max. He's going to sacrifice himself for Max.
Mhm.
Because there was such that disconnect, middle school and high school, and then they were like reconnected halfway through the school season. Jonathan is gonna sacrifice himself for Nancy, and
Ooh.
I really hate to say this, but I think Joyce is gonna die just because of the teaser trailers of Will and Jonathan hugging,
Oh, they were hugging and crying.
and they were crying in that
And
cafeteria.
alone.
Yeah. And I think Joyce is probably gonna kick the bucket.
How many
Yeah.
more hits can Hopper take, man? How many more hits can he take, man?
Anyway,
What are your predictions, Mike?
I have to go with Tab on the Joyce thing. Joyce being eliminated. I saw I don't remember where I saw the photo, well, not photo, but video, and it was Joyce. She was on on a wall in the upside down, and she had those vines like all around her. And then after it showed that, it cut to Will and Jonathan embracing each other and crying. But there's actually a theory behind that. It was either because the shot was so blurry, it's actually hard to tell if it's Joyce or Robin.
Oh, yeah. Robin could go. I mean, she really could.
God, I don't want to fucking say it
when
out
you
loud.
when you put Nancy and Steve back together, though, I mean, you can cut Robin out of the storyline and have it be very impactful.
Well, that's another thing I was gonna say is, man, I don't want to say it out loud because I'm scared if I do, it'll happen. And that's Nancy's gonna find herself in quite the pickle, and Steve is gonna be like, "No, man, that's my girlfriend," and he's gonna jump in, and he's gonna take a bullet for Nancy.
Very possible. It would be a huge hit.
Dude. God damn it! If Steve dies,
if Steve dies, we fucking riot.
If Steve dies, no. And the other, oh God, I'm gonna throw up just saying it. Dustin.
Murray could go.
No, Dustin.
Oh yeah.
Steve's gonna throw. If Steve doesn't sacrifice himself for Nancy, he's gonna do it for Dustin.
Yeah.
Oh God, I need to get off this call right now.
But I think we're all in agreement, though. This is very Empire Strikes Back moment. I think Vecna's gonna quote unquote win this. I don't think 11's gonna be prominently featured because you see the "oh, you're not ready" kind of thing.
They did like the flashbacks for 11, but they never like dug deep into what's gonna like. They did the past of what happened to her. They didn't dig deep into what is going on right now with 11.
Yeah. How long has Vecna been under there since 11 pushed him through, though, waiting for this moment, brooding for this moment? I don't think she really is ready. And I think it's going to be a temporary victory for Vecna. And it's going to be casualties. And then the next season is when they finally...
Can I also bring this out?
I have a theory.
I want to bring this out. They're going to bring 8 back because 8 never died. I think they're going to bring 8 back.
There's also a theory that Eddie is number 10. Eddie is 10. And Vecna is 11's biological father. Now, for the listeners, real quick, it is Friday night. The 2 episodes dropped today while we're recording this. You guys are hearing this on Tuesday. In 3 days.
Yes.
And mocking us or like, damn, you guys are precogs. Either way.
So yeah, it's right now. It is 9:26 Eastern Standard Time on Friday night.
Yes, everybody knows what happens here. I think it's going to be a very big. I think it's going to be a temporary win because the Upside Down hasn't really had too many W's during this whole series. Man.
Oh, that's
you know, something is always coming in at the last moment to save the day, and with minimal losses on the good guys team, and it's coming to a head. And once we got the final reveal of how Vecna was created and how it was 11 and all that stuff, like, and how he's been sitting there plotting, brooding what he did to his own family, like, this is a whole new type of villain. And I feel that to just wipe him out tonight, I think they're going to have to lick their wounds and collect themselves to hit hard next season. But I think they're going to take the L tonight, the good guys.
I don't know if I'm ready for next season, honestly.
Well, in 2 years, we'll see.
I just, oh my God, depending on how these last 2 episodes go. And I'm not ready. And Ryan, you will receive so many messages as we're watching. I'm going to just, oh my God, did you fucking see that?
We'll make a group chat.
But the good news is they will recruit the Ewoks for season 5. So everything will be fine. So.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Go to see Vecna try to take over Endor and all the Ewoks. You're like, nah, dude, you're not doing that. Fuck you.
All right, let's go do it. Let's go watch, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you for coming on this episode. Thank you for being the judge and choosing.
Favoring in her, whatever.
It was tough choices.
I'm kidding.
It was. No, this was a good episode. Good game.
Yeah.
Good game.
Yeah.
You're ignoring my handshake.
Eat it.
I'll remember that. I'll remember that.
You won't remember that.
Bullshit.
No. Anyway.
Don't touch me.
For those
You
at home
shit.
playing the sorry drinking game, sorry. Enjoy your evening.
Now go ugly cry and watch the last 2 episodes with the rest of us.
Ryan, where can our listeners find you?
Oh yeah, I was just having so much fun. I didn't even think about it.
We got you.
I host Paign Productions, spelled Paign, from Champaign, Illinois. You can find me on all social media platforms at Paign Pro for Paign Productions, Paign Pro. I still haven't made my first TikTok video yet, but it's coming. But, subscribe, pick and choose. The whole production part of it is I don't have an overlapping theme. I do a lot of drafts. I do some solo pods. I'll do some things about movie box offices, fantasy football, whatever. You don't have to listen to them all. Just download them all. Pick and choose what you want, like a buffet.
Hell yeah. Thank you, man. And you can, as always, just check out our Linktree. That's Linktree/Happy Hour Podcast 3 on Word. You can find all of our socials there, all of our listening platforms. Our merch store at tpublic.com/lastcallmerch is there. Our sponsor, BoskiCoffeeRoasters.com is there. Visit BoskiCoffeeRoasters.com. Use happy hour code BoskiCoffee Happy Hour for 10% off at checkout.
You can also find
memes.
us on the WhatsApp.
Yes. And for our listeners, if you want to talk to us, shoot us a message. Tell us what you think of the show. You can use our WhatsApp at 502-407-8064. That's 502-407-8064. We are less than 2 months away
From a
the
world record,
episode.
which
Our good buddy Ryan Leskis will
Absolutely.
be participating.
I will.
think you got 2 blocks.
Yeah,
He
I
does.
took the AC Slater slot, dude. I'm gonna come in
Yeah,
and rally
man.
the troops like late.
yes,
Hell
I'm
yeah.
so
Like
excited.
2 or 3 a.m. I'm coming in. I'm already planning some things. So
And text us off air just to help us stay awake if you want. And be sure to check out Tab's new podcast
It
called
is.
Ladies Night, featuring you, Lisa from Designated Quizzers, and Jen from What I Had Heard Was podcast. These 3 ladies are getting ready to drop their 2nd episode. It's pretty
We are.
heartfelt. No fucking spoilers. If you want to know what it's about, you gotta listen to it.
We drop raw and
Just like me. Title of your sex tape.
but so ladies night is not just for ladies, but if you have something to say, we want to hear it. We want to see the other side. We created this podcast to include everybody, male, female, uteruses. I was about to say that.
Uteruses before deuteruses.
Fuck yeah. At this point, it's a fun time. Like, we drink, we smoke, we hang out, we have a good time. That's what we do. This next episode that we're going to drop is going to be super heavy because the Roe v. Wade shit kind of fucking dropped and happened. And for those of you listening, it really affects me a lot. And you have to listen to the episode. I'm not going to spoil it here.
I know why.
I know.
I was there.
Yeah, you were.
It's heavy.
Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you for hanging out with us. We love you guys for listening. We love you guys for sharing. Please share us. We get drunk and we have fun. That's literally what happy hour is about.
Yes.
And we love our guest stars. We love our guest judges, especially when they choose me to win. No, thank you, Ryan, so much for coming on.
Fuck you,
you
Ryan.
remember what my Venmo is, right? Okay.
You got
Wait, no. We're still recording shit. Okay, sorry.
You got 10%. If we get anything after this, you get 10%.
We'll give you 10% off Bosky coffee. And check it out. And a free
All
sticker.
Yeah,
All right, man. Well,
Take it easy.
Let's fucking split this shit so we can finish volume 2
ready to
of
go.
Stranger Things. Let's go.
I'm Mike.
I'm Tabby.
Don't text and drive. Always drinking. You guys have a good night, a great rest of your week, and we will see you next time. Join us next week when Matt Freight's #Team Matt joins us for seasons of the hit TV series Stranger fucking Things. Good night.
All right. Take it easy, guys.